something.
That's great. Like a road trip.
But I feel like that'd be kind of hard to do while social distancing.
Oh, come on, Theo. We're Patriot News.
We'll find a way.
Yeah, my should I known it from the very start. This girl will leave me with a broken heart. Listen, people, what I'm telling you. I keep away from a runaround Sue. Yeah, my miss her lips and a smile on her face. The touch of her hand and this girl's warm embrace. So if you don't want to cry like I do, I keep away from a runaround Sue. Whoa. Out with other guys, here's the moral and the story from the guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. Ask any fool that she ever knew to say, I keep away from a runaround Sue. I play that out. Yeah, keep away from this girl. I know what she'll do. Keep away from Sue. She likes to travel around. Yeah, she'll love you and she'll put you down.
being of your world, and learn to serve in an unexpected way. We thank you for the memories we have shared. As we look forward to the future, guide us in our thoughts and actions. Teach us to love one another as you have loved us. Amen.
Thank you, Nicole. At this time, I would like to welcome Jabron Perkins on stage for the senior class welcome and the presentation of guests. Come on up, Jabron.
I want to start by thanking my classmates. You were the inspiration I needed to write this. I'd be remiss if I didn't also thank my family for their never-ending support throughout my high school journey, and the teachers and administrators who lent a helping hand along the way. The class of 2020 belongs to a generation to whom little was given, but much is required. We were born into a country in the grips of xenophobia after 9/11, but we've managed to become America's most tolerant. We grew up in one of the worst recessions of the millennium, but we still believe in obtaining the American dream. Just in the past month, we have watched a man beg for another breath while being kneeled on. We saw someone be gunned down just for jogging, and we saw our COVID-19 death toll reach 100,000. We have experienced America's worst moments, but we have not been destroyed. Like a phoenix, or shall I say a patriot, we have risen from the rubble and been made stronger by the obstacles that we've overcome. As many of you know, I came to Eastview because my home in the Virgin Islands was ravaged by 2 Category 5 hurricanes. I like to think that I made the transition look painless, but it was nowhere near easy. Hurricanes are like nature's combines. They flatten everything in their path, leaving you to not only rebuild your community, but also yourself. Let me tell you that the process of rebuilding is not easy. You can find something that you think is secure to build your foundation, but just in that instant, it's shattered. Few times have I felt more hopeless than in that period of not knowing who I was. I felt that same hopelessness start to creep up as this new crisis, a global pandemic, came about. It suddenly seems as if all the work we put forward over the past 4 years would be overshadowed by our current situation. It was easy for me to fixate on all the things I didn't get to do and all the things I wanted to do one more time. I had to remind myself that it may be comfortable to live in those memories, but we can't allow ourselves to get stuck there. We are living in an era full of problems that only we can solve, but we can't improve the future while staring into the past. So much has been taken from us already, but we cannot allow them to take our destiny. I, for one, refuse to let anyone take anything else from me. It's time for us to start taking back. We can turn this moment into the stumbling block that every hero needs to get him on his journey to save the world. Don't let this be a disappointing end like Season 8 of Game of Thrones. I need you to make this your letter from Hogwarts. Make it the beginning of a journey that leaves this place better than you found it. Make it a moment that our children and grandchildren look back at in awe. Normally, I tell you to make it a great day or not, but I want you to make it a great lifetime. Just by being here, each and every one of you has defied the odds, not that I expected any less. Over this entire school year, I have watched you all surpass any and every obstacle that is placed in your way. Whether in athletics, fine arts, academics, or avoiding kissing freshmen in the hallway, you have proven yourself as a true patriot, one who perseveres in the face of adversity. This is no different. Your perseverance is setting you up as role models to a world in crisis. So as you leave this place, I want you to leave with a smile on your face, for you are not only graduating, but you are elevating this world to the best it has ever been. And that is a class of 2020 legacy that Corona could not destroy. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you to my godparents, the Hendersons. And most of all, thank you, Eastview. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guest to you. Please welcome Dr. Fred Brent, Superintendent of Georgetown Independent School District, and our Board of Trustees. Mr. Scott Stribling, Mr. Andy Webb, Miss Melanie Durham, Miss Elizabeth McFarland, Ms. Marcos Gonzalez, Mr. David Phillips, and Mr. Ben Stewart. Thank you all for your dedication to the students of GISD.
Thank you, Jabron. And thank you to our Board of Trustees and Georgetown ISD leadership team. I would like to introduce our salutatorian, Lillian Reambert, to the stage. Lillian is the daughter of Molly and Philip Reambert. Lillian plans to attend the University of Texas and major in business management upon graduation. Please help me welcome Miss Lillian.
Good evening, everyone. Let me just say, it is so good to see you all in person. I'm so glad to be up here because I'm at least 6 feet apart from the rest of y'all. Anyways, my job as salutatorian is to reflect on our class's past, our achievements, and our shared experiences. So, I'll address this task with a statement. We are all connected. Not literally, that would be gross and a little weird. But we're connected figuratively one way or another. We're connected whether it's been since kindergarten, elementary, middle school, or even beginning in high school. We are connected through our gains, our losses, or successes and failures. We're connected by our caffeine-fueled late nights and early mornings. I'm pretty sure I should be sponsored by Red Bull at this point. We're connected by all the lessons we learned through all our high school experiences. We procrastinated until the last minute, but eventually learned time management. We gave our parents heart attacks when we got behind the wheel, but we learned the responsibility of having freedoms like driving. We got together and broke up, but learned to maintain meaningful relationships. We snuck out, partied, got detentions, and broke every rule imaginable our parents set. But we also learned to own up to our mistakes. And yes, Mom, I know you knew. We're connected through our spirit, painting our faces, screaming and cheering at every game, and sharing a collective love for the band. We're connected by going to our last game, our last meet, our last competition. We're connected by the fact that this is our last day as high schoolers, our last day before we move into the uncertainty of adult life. You may think we're connected now and pretty soon our chain will break, but this just isn't the case. Because wherever your path takes you, whether you work, go to a vocational school, you become a Longhorn, hook 'em, an Aggie, a Red Raider, a Bobcat, or whatever else there is, you are a Patriot first. This class is unlike any other, and from these last 4 years, we've grown so much. We all have someone to thank. I especially want to thank my friends who have always been there for me, my family who literally has always been there for me, my most influential teachers, Mr. Hannah and Miss Seawright, and of course, Eastview and the class of 2020. With that said, I want to make a toast. Let's pretend I have a glass. A toast to our growth, to our future endeavors, to remember where we came from, and of course, to the graduates. Cheers. Congratulations, and just think, in a few years, we'll be seeing each other again at our class reunion, celebrating the connection we all still have. Thank you.
Thank you, Lillian. I would like to introduce Jessica Yeager, our valedictorian. Jessica is the daughter of Susan and Philip Yeager. She plans to attend Princeton University upon graduating and major in biology, as well as be a part of the swim team. Please welcome Jess Yeager.
Thank you, Principal Easter, for that very kind introduction. Good evening, everyone. Yes, We are facing some novel problems this year, but although it is hard to see right now, we are all in an enviable position. As we sit here, we are all the same. We have so much potential, and our whole life is ahead of us. It's easy to look at the final seasons cut short, the canceled prom, and the called-off productions as endings, but this is a beginning. It's the beginning of our autonomy. Up until this point, our path has been set for us. One grade after the next, fulfilling credit requirements, and punching in from 8 until 3. But now we have a choice on which path we will take, and we're left to wonder what we should strive for and what success means to us. I remember the first couple weeks of high school when I learned that our GPA would be calculated and we would be ranked accordingly. Young and naive, I was excited. I thought, finally, a quantifiable representation of success. I would no longer wonder if I was successful because this number would prove I was. And so I began to study for every point. And when I learned that if I joined the swim team, I could qualify for the state championships, I thought, if I could just get on that podium and have them place that shiny medal on my neck, I would know without a doubt that I was successful. So I worked as hard as I could and practiced every day. But when the day came that I finally stood on that podium, the truth is, I felt nothing. In fact, I barely remember it. Instead, I remember laughing with my team as we warmed up. I remember the look on some of my team's underclassmen when I let them hold my medal, and my friend's face beaming with pride as he hugged me. And when I finally saw that number 1 on my transcript, it was the same story. I didn't feel magically changed. I felt more fulfilled by the memories of studying with my friends, bonding over the difficult tests and assignments, and inspiring us to work harder. I won't lie, I'm happy to be recognized for my work. But I learned that success, for me, wasn't necessarily achieving my goal, but meeting and affecting people along the way, and that there were so many different types of successes. Hannah Whiting, for example, one of the most caring people I've ever met, and the president of just about every club she's a part of. And Theo Johnson, who woke up early on countless mornings to single-handedly organize and produce our beloved Patriot News. And Maria Flores, our first ever homecoming and prom queen. And Noah Wood, an award-winning actor and just about the star of all of our plays. And how could I forget Eric Millette, who not only overcame vertical challenges, but when he tore his ACL in the playoff game, instead of abandoning his team, he stayed on to help coach the following baseball season. And so many more. I wish I had more time. My point is that the meaning and measure of success is different for everyone, and it's such an uncertain time when the reality of finding jobs, getting hired, and reaching our goals will be much harder. I challenge you to be certain about what success means to you, because our generation may have to be more patient and more resilient, but our time will come. And on behalf of the Eastview class of 2020, I would just like to take a moment to thank the administration, the faculty, and the staff for helping us graduate today. And I would like to thank my moms, my dad, my sister Alex, my grandparents, and the rest of my extended family for supporting me and believing in me. And thank you to all of the families here today who sacrificed for their member of the class of 2020. We love you.
Thank you, Jessica. I would like to take a moment to recognize a very special group of graduates. If you are joining a branch of our nation's armed forces after graduation, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Can we also have any member of the audience who have served in the past or currently serving in a branch of the armed forces to please stand and be recognized? You may be seated. Thank you for your commitment to our country. At this time, I invite all educators to please stand and be recognized. Please help me in giving an outstanding ovation for these courageous educators who in the most unprecedented time, perhaps in the history of education, charted new territory for our students and continue to trailblaze education for present and future graduates. Thank you for being difference makers and for going above and beyond to serve our students. Please be seated. So, if I can take a moment, may I ask that everyone take this beautiful scene and pause with me. In fact, if you all do not mind, please join me in a round of applause for never giving up on our hopes and dreams to be together to celebrate the class of 2020. Traditionally, the principal's address to the class is often one in which encompasses what we may describe as the stats for many deserving achievements from our student body. However, we have experienced and excelled through many untraditional trials and tribulations, and as such, my speech may mirror new traditions. Class of 2020, the only statistic that matters today is that you are the one. You are the one that has faced adversity and rose with resilience and grit. You are the one that took personal responsibility and adapted to these unparalleled changes. You are the one that has demonstrated courage when you could have thrown in the towel. You are the one that never gave up and never gave in to monumental changes, not just the last couple of months, but for all of your educational journey. You are the one that will write the story of our future. You are the one that inspires each and every one of us to be better people. Moreover, each and every one of you has an opportunity to do something special with our tomorrows. Do not make the past be your glass ceiling. Break from what has been taken and embrace what has been given. Be ready for what's to come and be intentional about what you want to achieve. Be the one that tells your story. You are the one difference maker that creates generations of legacies, of trailblazers that change the world. For you, I am a better person, a braver person, a stronger person. Because of each and every one of you, I lead and serve more so than I ever had in any years of my educational career. So as you move forward in life and you reach crossroads in which someone tells you, you can't, you're not good enough, you don't matter, you remember, you are the one. You don't break, you build, because you are the one. One last time, class of 2020, may I ask every senior and every member of this audience to look at someone in this legendary class of 2020 and repeat after me. You can actually look at each other. That's required for social distance. You're doing well. Here we go. I believe that you're the one. Class of 2020, I love you. Go be great. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Fred Brent, Superintendent of Schools, to the podium.
Students, this is the part where we get to certify you guys and get ready for you to come across the stage and get your diplomas. And before I certify you as graduates of Eastview High School, I just want simply to say thank you. You look great. I wasn't sure if we were going to get to see you out here, but I just want you to know how proud I am of you, the entire Georgetown community, and how thankful I am that we're all here tonight. And congratulations. So, students, parents, grandparents, and extended families, the teachers and staff of Georgetown ISD have been privileged to play a role in the life of your child. You have shared with us your most precious gift, and for that, we are grateful. In public education, this night, high school graduation, it is a pinnacle of what we do. This is the day we launch these young men and women before us, here tonight, into their future. Graduation also serves as a celebration of the legacy we leave as parents, community members, and educators, as well as a reminder of the great responsibility we have to empower the future leaders of Texas and our nation. I am thankful for the support that you have given these students throughout their education in Georgetown ISD, and I'm proud of their accomplishments.
Dr. Brent, on behalf of the faculty, yes, absolutely, he Please give him applause. That's awesome. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I hereby proclaim that the students seated before you met the criteria to participate in this commencement ceremony. Students, please stand at this time.
Did I tell you guys how great you look here tonight? Have I said that already? Okay, all right, here we go. Let's do this. So, to the School Board of Trustees of Georgetown ISD, as Superintendent of Schools, it is my distinct honor to certify that the students here before us tonight, the Eastview High School class of 2020, have met the requirements as determined by the state of Texas and the Georgetown Independent School District Board of Trustees for high school graduation. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Brent. Students, you may be seated. Y'all are very compliant. Thank you. I'll ask the first two rows to stand and take your place while maintaining physical distance to receive your diplomas. Additionally, guests, please note that we will read names from both sides. This side is A through L, and this side is M through Z. Ms. Maria Ariano and Mr. John Dimensional, please call the class of 2020.
Marcellus Miguel Butler. Matthew Angel Christensen.
Trying to quit. Jessica Aileen Yeager. Now the top 10 students. Jessica Aileen Yeager. Lillian Francis Rembert. Elijah Shiloh Bowman. Jabron Carlos Perkins. Hannah Ray Whiting. Kemper William Samonge. Caleb Brian Sammons. Nicole Garnett Colangelo. Grayson James Crawford Miniman. Dylan Parker Finkenkeller.
Caitlin Shea Acuna.
Mayeli Macias.
Ryan Wade Adams.
Mia Grace Madrigal.
Brianna Nicole Aguilar.
Desiree Renee Maldonado.
Michael Andrew Aguilar.
Mario Alberto Marin Rodriguez.
Valeria Michelle Aguilera.
Dante Juan Martinez.
Emma Luisa Aguirre.
Emerson Lee Martin.
Cheryl Alanis Alarcán.
Jose Bañuelo Martinez.
Daryl Gabriel Salvador Albornoz.
William Saunders Mason.
Nicolás Ethan Ariano.
Jacob Lynn May.
Juventino Argüelles.
Caroline Page McReynolds.
Nathaniel Scott Arnett.
Kyla Alexandria Mead.
Ana Ginela Avila.
Jacqueline Ruth Meixel.
Yaritza Garcia Ballesteros.
Sergio Mahia Campos.
Cairo Stefan Baricuatro.
Edward Mayado.
It's a Nelly Beth.
What is it?
A Nelly Beth.
Hector Javier Barragan.
Anelibeth Mendoza.
Great job. Great job. Grab it. That's yours. Yes, and now. Yes, and now.
Kaya Sage Bell.
Luis Enrique Mendoza.
Ismael Gregory Belman Vasquez.
Amelia Marie Moreles Campignon.
Sebastián Belman Santana.
Juan Mijares Jr.
Daniela Ambarger Beltran.
Sydney Grace Miley.
Aubrey Nicole Benham.
Arturo Nian.
Marco Antonio Benitez.
Eric Christopher Millette.
Victor Adolfo Benitez.
Christopher William Milton.
Montalvo. Montalvo.
Spencer Scott Bogert.
Anthony David Montalvo.
Courtney Danielle Bonham.
Abigail Elizabeth Moore.
Natalie Ann Bracamontes.
Kayla Marie Moore.
Adam Wesley Bray.
Amanda Nicole Morales.
Erin Alicia Brazil.
Aurelie Elizabeth Morales.
Caitlin Grace Bretsky.
Armando Mendez Morales.
Jaden Newell Briggs.
Gaspar Misael Morales Suarez.
Luke Gerard Brown.
Jesus Orlando Morales.
Jasmine Myrene Buckler.
Christian John Moynihan.
Jolena Wilson Bucher.
Justin Manuel Munoz Jr.
Zachary Daniel Berger.
Cooper Scott Namkin.
Jacob Tyler Bunch.
Alexis Twitch Napier.
Emma Ray Burris.
Thomas James Narlow.
Jaquaris Marlon Butler.
Katia Ruby Navarro.
Jocelyn Caballero.
Araya Devani Nelson.
Caitlin Joy Cabrera.
Joshua Evan Perry Nett.
Luke David Cadriel.
Jalen Isaac Newman.
Nicholas Ryan Cardenas.
Megan Ann Christine Newton.
Zachary Lee Carden.
Samantha Noria.
Evelyn Cardona.
Trace Allen Nawarta.
David Herman Caskey.
Mary Rose O'Neill.
Marisa Castanon.
Willow Oberholzer.
Jose Guadalupe Castillo, Jr.
Mary Elizabeth Oglesby.
De'Aaron Andrew Castle.
Jerson Gael Ordonez Corral.
Francisco Castro, Jr.
Alana Antonia Ortega.
Wendy Cavazos.
Ruth Acosta Ortega.
Arthur Addison Cavness.
Timothy Jordan Oswald.
Gerald Samuel Cedeño Serna.
Tiana Carice Owens.
Aaliyah Kazan Cepeda.
Elian Jose Padron.
Celeste Marie Cerda.
Cody Logan Parker.
Angelina Elizabeth Chavarria.
John Michael Parks.
Carter James Cherry.
Mariana Patino Abrayero.
Aubrey Nicole Chichurka.
Chalisa Sanchez Pedroza.
Noeli Chico.
Mario Pedroza Filomeno.
Caleb Seth Condi.
Kimberly Perez.
Houston Lane Connor.
Luke Cameron Perez.
Stephen Riley Cooper.
Gabrielle Elisa Perkins.
Westlyn Shane Corley.
Raven Denise Perkins.
Abigail Zoe Coronado.
Alberto Polco.
Jackson Henry Colson.
Summer Ashton Poosen.
Allison Taylor Cruz.
Emma Love Price.
Pedro Ducacmo Cunha.
Kirsty Nicole Putnam.
Elizabeth Dawn Daniel.
Joseph Stewart Putney.
Jennifer Davila.
Lauren Ashley Ramirez.
Jesús de la Torre Galicia.
Tori May Renko.
Marina de la Cruz Medrano.
Roman Rechivari.
I love you, Roman.
Samuel de la Torre.
Carson Joseph Rice.
Alexis Renee Dickman.
You know it.
Karama Ani Rivera.
Ethan William Derringer.
Jada Ashen Robinson.
Fung V. Do.
Georgia Laura Ann Robinson.
Sarah Ann Duplessis.
Rosily Robledo Esquivel.
Zakia Ashay Duncan.
Andrea Rodriguez Borroso.
Chase Dominic Dupuis.
Efren Gerardo Rodriguez Rodriguez.
Austin Michael Dwyer.
Eric Rodriguez.
Madison Spring Dyer.
Jose Armando Rodriguez.
Caitlin Nicole Earl.
Lily Yvette Rodriguez.
Elisha Jean Ebeling.
Sydney Lee Rogers.
Emily Ann Egbert.
Brock Everett Rollins.
Alyssa Nicole Insinia.
Betsabel Rosas.
Emily Grisel Enciso Rios.
Brianna Renee Rose.
Jaden Michael Erives.
Trace Gibson Rose.
Areli Espino Moreno.
Franco Antonio Rossi.
Abraham Alexander Esquivel.
Mia Natalie Rowe.
Eric Gabriel Esquivel.
Bryce Robert Ruffin.
Yes, right.
Javier Antonio Esquivel.
Brianna Elizabeth Ruiz.
Jackson James Fisher.
Devin Luke Sanger.
Yes, Devin.
J. Parker Florence.
Joseph Trinidad Salazar.
Yes, Joseph. Get it. 51.
Maria Jose Flores.
Valeria Elizabeth Salazar.
Jessica Jolene Foster.
Salman Salim.
Yes, Salman.
Curtis Lee Fox.
Amanda Joy Sanchez.
Congrats, Amanda. If you don't want to go,
Brian Lee Franco.
Isabel Janessa Sanchez.
Kerrigan Lee Frankie.
Mariana Sanchez.
Mackenzie K. Franks Rose.
Carly Renee Satterwhite.
Abigail Faith Fresconi.
Aaron Christopher Shermer.
Zariah Monet Frederick.
Eduardo Serna Venegas.
Jaslyn Ariana Gomez.
Darian Devontae Shanklin.
Jennifer Francis Gantz.
Caleb Don Shelton.
Oscar Garcia Santos.
Mackenzie Paige Shelton.
Get it, Mackenzie. Get it.
Bobby Joe Gardner, Jr.
August Glenn Shepard.
Yes, August. Good job.
Isaac Garza.
Yes, Isaac. Great job, Isaac.
Ariana Marie Shorey.
Maribel Garza.
Rachel Elizabeth Sims.
Yes, Rachel.
Ruben Bryant Garza.
Darian Aston Scoltetti.
Yes, Darian.
Paige Sabrina Gatos.
Alexandria Dominique Smith.
Christine Taylor Gibson.
Haley Marie Smith.
Axel Gomez.
Lila Gwendolyn Smith.
Brian Ivan Gonzalez Garcia.
Yes, Brian. Good job, Brian. Good job.
Andrew James Soto.
Yes, Andrew. Yes, sir.
Daniel Gonzalez.
Jason Sean Spicer.
Yes, Jason. Get it, Jason.
Emilio Rico Gonzalez.
Malachi Joseph Standifer.
Yes, Malachi.
Liliana Rose Gonzalez.
I did it. Yes, I did it. Yes, sir. I love it.
Corbin Lee Steimel.
Get it. Congrats, sir. Congrats. Love it.
I can't fool you.
Yes, Corbin.
Marilyn Gonzalez.
Ethan Jason Christopher Stewart.
Samuel Jesus Gonzalez Vázquez.
Jaden Benjamin Stewart.
Yes, Jaden.
Tiffany Gonzalez Aviles.
Maya Grace Stasel.
Yes. Congrats. Get it.
Rashawn Jewel Goodwin.
Alexia Taylor Tapia.
Yes,
Samuel Patrick Gordon.
Weston Dean Taylor.
Caden Lawrence Groves.
Ethan David Temprovich.
Jacob Nathan Guajardo.
Timothy Tanis Turbay Jr.
Nathan Guajardo Jr.
Lincoln McKay Thiel.
Oliver Guerrero Lopez.
Tori Nicole Taney.
Yes, sorry.
Ricardo Guerrero.
Clemente Jesus Torres Aviles.
BJ Garong.
Julian Alberto Torres.
Alvin Christopher Gussman.
German Truio.
Yes, sir. Good job, sir. Love it.
Dennis Gutierrez Lopez.
Christian Hugh Trong.
Yes, sir.
Jesse David Michael Gutierrez.
Fatima Valdez Davila.
Yes, good job.
Rodrigo Gutierrez.
Courtney Diane Vandergriff.
Yes, Courtney.
Andrew Sean Guzman.
Janet Elizabeth Vanneman.
Natalie Gwen Guzman.
Juan Antonio Vargas Arcas.
Brendan Tate Hampton.
Jennifer Marin Vasquez.
Alasia Idali Mora Hardesty.
Nancy Jasmine Vasquez.
William Cole Harris.
Yalen Vega.
Isaiah Michael Henderson.
America Ninel Villarreal.
Congratulations. Get one of these. Get one.
Brandon Alexis Hernandez.
Clara Cecilia Villafan.
Brian Hernandez Reyes.
Silvia Alejandra Villarreal.
Enrique Hernandez.
Bradley Adam Vineyard.
Gina Lillian Hernandez.
Daisy Viveros.
Luz Arleth Hernandez.
Kevin Viveros.
Yes, Kevin. Yes, sir. Yes.
Melanie Hernandez.
Kaylin Nicole Vrabel.
Raimundo Hernandez.
Joshua Xavier Wadley.
Yes, Joshua.
Ashley Samantha Herrera.
Yes, Ashley.
Thomas Benjamin Wagner III.
Yes,
Nancy Rebecca Herrera Carrillo.
Janie Elizabeth Wayne.
Marcelo León Herrera.
Michael Vincent Walters.
Nevea Elena Herrera.
Lexi Marie Weber.
Yes, Lexi.
Emily Kathleen Hikida.
Reganoline Whitson.
Yes, congratulations.
Brianna Emily Hillen.
Riley Ann Whitson.
Hernan Richard Hillier.
Chelsea Paige Williams.
Yes, Chelsea.
Hunter Cameron Hillen.
Diavion Anye Williams.
Yes, Diavion.
Roland Antonio Hines.
Janice Evion Williams.
Ethan Christopher Holan.
Sean Christopher Williams.
Jillian Nicole Hollis.
Connor Brian Wilson.
Yes, Connor.
Jenna Omar Holmesy.
Trey Allen Withers.
Yes, Trey.
Hey, Trey. Right here, sir. Ready to smell? On 3, 2.
Don't mess his name up. He's a sweet.
Ike Washington Honey.
Noah Alexander Wood.
Madison Marie Honstein.
Sarah Catherine Workman.
Rebecca Joanne Houston.
Philip Clayton Worley.
Shelby Corin Howard.
Diana Abril Zamora.
Bryce Cameron Huck.
Vashti Zaragoza.
Lexi Rayanne Huckabee.
Isabel Marie Zureng.
Maya Yenil Jaimes Echeverria.
Get it. Don't be scared. Get it.
Elizabeth May Jenkins. Andy Jimenez. Sarah Jeanette Johns. Theodore Parr Johnson. Javier Alexander Johnson. Aubrey Lee Jordan. Seth Jordan Cade. Madison Page Kennedy. Kelly Mackenzie Kirsch Hamer. Jose Maria Ketterhagen. Ashley Elizabeth Knopick. Colin Blake Kniper. Tyrese Alexander Lands. Angelina Lara. Portia Ann Leathers. Jordan Lynn Ledesma. Rebecca Rose Lee. Alicia Marisol Legault. Erika Lopez Rodriguez. Evelyn Abigail Lopez Deyes. Sofía Idelisa Lopez. Jessica Lopez Núñez. Alexandria Lauren Luna. Victoria Marie Luna. Virginia Alexandra Lutz. And Caleb Anthony Lyles.
I think I'm on now. Okay, let's give these graduates a round of applause. Yes. Come on. It's incredibly empowering to achieve what these graduates have achieved today. They came together with an unrehearsed graduation and they nailed it. Great job, guys. I want to thank all the parents, teachers, community members, board, and GISD leadership for your devotion to our students and to the class of 2020. We are eternally grateful for your support. And last but not least, and he's probably going to be like, Easter, why'd you do that? I want to thank Dr. Fred Brent. Without him, guys, this may have been impossible. But he kept the faith, he kept his leaders strong and supported. And because of that, we're here today. So thank you. Graduates, I ask you to participate in tradition symbolizing your transition from a high school student to a graduate. At this time, please move your tassel from left to right. And please stand so that we can invite you all to join us together to sing our school song. Graduates, you will find a cap to throw with the final notes of the song. We ask you leave that cap on the turf and keep yours as a keepsake. Remember, the final line of the song is when you toss your cap. And now our alma mater. We can do it. We need to do it. We can do it. Let's go. Here we go. Come on, Trish. There we go. We can improvise, folks. Let's go. Trish Douglas.
Okay,
Are y'all ready to persevere? Here we go. East of Georgetown on a hill where we see far and wide is a place I call my home, a home with patriot pride. We will always give our best and vow that we'll be true. Honor and integrity for the red, white, and blue. We will hold our banners high, stand united as we fight. We will keep you in our sight. We stand together, patriots forever. Eastview High! Woo!
You guys can't leave just yet. They're gonna just go. That is bad. Wow. Hey, graduates, go back to your seats real quick. We're not quite done. We got to get you out of here probably, but wow, how incredible was that? If our graduates and our guests can hold on 1 second, because we got to make sure we follow a few guidelines as we exit. That is awesome. Okay, guests, I'm going to start with you first. If you are a guest in our audience right now, please make sure you follow the following directions. We must maintain social distance as we exit. I highly encourage you guys to put on your mask as you go out and maintain 6 feet of distance. If you are have a student that has a last name A through C, please exit at this time. Graduates, if you can get seated, we'll start getting you guys to the exit as well. Have a seat. All right, row 1, please rise. Row 1, please rise. Mr. Drummond, I don't have you in the middle here. Yeah. Please exit to the left. Same entry as you came. Row leaders, teachers, please exit to the left. Guests, I'll come back on here in a second and give the next round for dismissal. Roll 2, please stand. Exit to the left. Mr. Drummond, Mr. Drummond. Hey, Mr. Drummond, you got to remember. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah. Spectators or guests, if you are in If you are in the alphabet for the last name for graduates D through F, please exit at this time. Row 3, please stand and exit to the left. Row 4, please stand. If you are a guest and you're in alphabet G through I for graduates' last name, please stand and exit. Row 5, please stand and exit, graduates. Row 6, please stand. 1 second, please stand. And exit to the left. If you have a graduate with the last name of J through L, please stand and exit at this time. Row 7, please stand and exit. Row 8, please stand. 1 second before you go. And now please exit to the left.